mascot Rueck could not deny the variety of emotions that surrounded Sunday, hours before Oregon State's crucial contest against No. 12 UCLA. The Beavers coach felt pressure as the Beavers senior class entered the court for a pre-game celebration, pride in the frenzied opening minutes, jitters by the end of the night, satisfaction. The No. 7 Beavers accomplished a slew of feats during Sunday night's 64-54 victory over the Bruins. They avenged a 20-point early January throttling at the hands of UCLA, the Beavers' worst defeat in more than 2 years and their only Pac-12 loss so far this season. They gave their instrumental group of 5 seniors a proper send-off in their final regular season home game in front of a fan base that has learned to love these kids, Rueck observed. And they stretched their winning streak to 14 games, tying the program's all-time record originally set during the 1982-83 season, and kept themselves atop the Pac-12 standings heading into their final regular season games at No. 15 Stanford and California next weekend. To just lay it on the line, the scrap and the effort, this game got everything they had, Rueck said. And I thought that just epitomized what this senior class is, because this program has gotten everything they had. It was a display of talent, athleticism and feisty play from 2 squads the NCAA Women's Basketball Selection Committee ranked in its most recent top 10 overall seeds. A contest watched by a rowdy crowd of more than 5,600 and by WNBA personnel scouting future pros, and the Beavers' 24-3, 15-1 Pac-12 followed a similar model to victory, continuing to solidify its strengths as it charges toward March. The Beavers thrived on their big-time defense, limiting a UCLA team that entered Sunday leading the conference in scoring to more than 21 points below its season average. OSU held the Bruins to 29.9% from the floor, a couple ticks below its season mark for opponent field goal percentage that leads the nation. OSU's decisive stretch came to start the third quarter, when a 13-4 run capped by an 1 finish at the basket by Sydney Wees extended its lead to 47-33, and when that advantage dwindled to 8 points twice in the fourth quarter, the Beavers finished off the Bruins thanks to clutch free throws from Jamie Weissner and Wees, and 2 finishes down low by Ruth Hamblin. "We just relaxed," Weissner said, "the emotion of senior day. We settled in a bit. Their pressure, defense, we kind of got used to that, and just said, just see clearly and just play our game." After the first quarter was over, we just kind of rallied around that and just really focused in and just tried to stay calm, which leads to perhaps the only out-of-the-ordinary element of Sunday's victory, the degree to which OSU's trio of stars took over offensively. Weissner snapped the Beavers out of their early offensive rut, scoring 20 of her 25 points in the first half while pulling down a career-high 14 rebounds, despite admitting after the game that she was not supposed to crash the offensive boards. Hamblin was even more aggressive than usual in the paint, tallying 16 points on 7 of 10 shooting, 15 rebounds and 6 blocks. "Because UCLA demands you to rise to your best, we scored 21 points, using a mixture of nifty drives to the bucket and her trademark shot from a long distance. Overall, those 3 players accounted for 62 of the Beavers' 64 points. It was one of those games where you're just going to your absolute money all the time," Rueck said. Quote, Ruth diving on the floor, jumping in the air, ripping rebounds, Jamie getting 14 rebounds. That's what tonight demanded, and that's the beauty of what we do, because these students are finding out what their potential is. And that's a beautiful thing to watch. It was a fitting end to OSU's regular season home slate before the Beavers almost surely returned to Jill in mid-March for their first 2 NCAA tournament games. It demonstrated how far the Beavers have come since that night in early January, when UCLA overwhelmed an OSU squad just beginning its month without an injured Wees. It kept a second consecutive Pac-12 title in the Beavers' grasp, even as Arizona State notched its 15th conference victory with a decisive win against Washington. and it honored the seniors who greatly contributed to OSU's rise to national prominence. It was an emotional day and night, but ultimately, it ended in satisfaction. This group needs to go out right, and I'm so thankful that they got to, Rueck said. What a great effort. What a great game.